In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a shower that'll work in just about any truck camper. I've owned this Cirrus 620 for the past 4 years. I've driven it all over the country. I think I have 30 or 40,000 miles into it. The one thing it doesn't have is a bathroom. And the reason for that is it rides on a half-ton pickup truck, so you just don't have the weight accommodation for a bathroom. I initially tried showering outdoors in a little shower tent. I got debris all over my feet. I would track the debris into the camper. I had to store the shower tent. It was a pain. So I gave up on that when I saw this thing, which is sort of a van life shower bath that uses sort of a tent structure. Just difficult to put away after showering. Anyway, I saw a video of a woman using a dog tub, and that gave me an idea. And so I have my little shower head attachment that attaches to the sink. And this is a towel that dries like super quickly. In here there's a dog tub right there. And a shower curtain. That's all fitting in this one little bag. Before you attempt this project, you need to make sure you have enough room on the floor of your camper to accommodate the dog tub. This is a 24-inch diameter dog tub, so you need to measure in your camper and make sure you've got 24 inches. So here's my 84-inch shower curtain. And you would think that our circle should have a circumference of 84 inches, but you're wrong, because we have an overlap that we need to account for. And then the other thing I've discovered about the shower curtain is that while this, the distance between these two grommets is maybe 6 1/4 inches, you know, the distance between these two grommets is more than 7 inches. So the distance between grommets varies. But I need to find out what my circumference is going to be. That's the most important thing I need to figure out right now. So I need to measure the distance between my two most distant grommets. So now I'm going to measure the distance between the two end grommets. So I'm going to get pretty close to the center of this grommet. And it looks like 81 inches. So definitely do measure the length of your shower curtain because the circumference ends up being a really important measurement if you want your shower curtain to look good. You'll find in the comments down below there's a link to a website that allows you to figure out the radius from your circumference. And the radius is what we need to do next. So I know I need a circle with a circumference of 81 inches. So I've got to figure out the radius that I need in order to cut out a circle that size. So I enter an 81 in this Omni Circle Calculator website, which there's a link down below so you can get to it. And it tells us that based on a circumference of 81 inches, we have a radius of 12.89 inches. I'm just going to round that to 13 inches. So I want to make a circle that has a 13-inch radius, and that should be perfect, the perfect size for my shower curtain. So I cut a piece of string that is 13 inches in radius, and so we're going to use that to make a circle. So what I need to do is stick some pieces of paper together, and I'm going to use just regular printer paper, 8.5 by 11. And stick these guys together with pieces of tape until I get a size big enough to accommodate a 13-inch radius circle. So now I've got a piece of paper that's big enough. I'm going to flip it over And so this is just so I have the tape side down. And so this is the approximate center. I'm going to slide a piece of cardboard under the center like that. And that's just so that I have something to stick this pin into. And I take my piece of string and I find my approximate center. I'm going to stick my pin through the string into the cardboard, hopefully. And now I can take a pencil. I just lost my pin. I'm going to stick a pencil through the string. There we go. And I'm going to hold this guy in the center. And now I can make... So now I think you can see here, with a little bit of effort, I have a pretty good circle. And the next step is just to cut that circle out. So here's my circle after I cut it out. And it's a pretty good circle. It's not bad. It's good enough for our needs. The only thing I'm going to do is add a little bit more tape to these outer pieces. You see how it moved when I put the piece of tape on? I want to carefully pull that off, and I'm just going to put little pieces of tape on these outer seams so that they don't move when I tape this to the ceiling of the camper. So now I'm going to install the first hook, and the placement of the first hook is pretty important. It needs to be near to the sink, but it's got to be at least 12 inches away from the wall. So I'm going to measure my 12-inch radius from the wall. I'm going to go for around 13 inches from the wall, and now I need to locate the edge of the counter on the roof, and so that's roughly where I want my first hook. I want the hook part facing me so that it's easy to put the shower curtain in. And so I'm going to remove the backing, and I'm going to put my first hook right here. Now this tells me where my template should go. So now that I've located that first hook, I can go ahead and put my template up on the roof. And again, this is 13-inch radius or 26-inch diameter, and I want to line this up with the first hook, and right about there. So I stick that to the ceiling. Now, so the grommets in my curtain aren't evenly spaced, and I marked the first hook, and I marked my shower curtain so that I know where to start each time. So that's gonna be the first hook that I hook on, and then I'll go around in that direction clockwise. What I want to do to set this up on the roof is hang both sides so that they overlap, and then I'm putting the weight of the curtain in the sink, so I don't have the weight of the whole shower curtain pulling down. And then I'm going to add hooks to the ceiling, one opposite sides at a time, working. So I finished putting the curtain up and it looks pretty good. It's almost perfectly the right size. So this is how you set up the shower. And first you get out the dog tub. You get your shower nozzle and you attach that to the sink. And then the last step is you hang your shower curtain. Dumping the shower is pretty easy. I put the shower curtain on the forward half of my hooks, and then I will sort of squish the sides in a little bit, and it's pretty easy to dump. I typically use 1.5 to 2 gallons. You can dump this in your sink if you're camping in a Walmart parking lot. I dry the shower curtain by putting my towel in between the 2 layers and rubbing up and down. It doesn't get the shower curtain completely dry, but it gets it fairly dry. Drying the dog tub is really easy. Here's how to fold the dog tub. The first thing you do is you fold it sort of exactly in half, and you'll see that the bottom of it comes up like this, and then you keep that bottom up there and you fold it in half again. Not quite in half. You fold it, there it goes, and you pull that up, and then you fold it in half one more time and pull that up, and then you just fold the bottom down. The last step is just to put everything away. I put the pool in first, and then the shower curtain, and then my towel, and then the last thing I put in is the shower head. And seal it up, and now I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you're going to set up a shower in your truck camper as well. If you have any suggestions about how to get the shower curtain dry, I'd love to hear about them down in the comments below. Thanks for watching.